Well, hello there guys, Daniel here. Welcome to this Zelda Skyward Sword video where we're gonna fight the final boss, Demise. Alright, Girahim was successful with his ritual on Zelda and managed to revive Demise. That sucks big time for sure, but here we are about to fight a really awesome endgame boss. In the first phase, Demise will throw punches and sword slashes towards Link. These sword slashes come both vertical and horizontal. Having the shield ready is key here, since it will automatically block the attacks from Demise. If we get too far away from Demise, he might execute a charge attack. You can backflip away from it, or even shield bash the attack. What you can't do is to counter. So, how do we deal damage to this beast? One tactic, the safe tactic, is to slash Demise from left to right several times. When you land a hit, you wanna backflip away or shield dash the incoming counterattack. This method takes some time, but it might be easier to practice. Another tactic is to be more aggressive and rely on your ability to shield bash and counter. This method is of course faster, but way more risky. One benefit of this strategy is that you can hit Demise over his legs and get him down on his knees to recover, making him open for even more damage. In the second phase, Demise will be more aggressive and electrify his sword. He will even use Skyward Strikes of his own, shooting beams of electricity. Demise sword slashes can be shield bashed, but you will be electrified if you try to counter. If Link gets too far away from Demise in the second phase, he will execute a charge attack just as he did in the first phase. This can be avoided by a backflip or even shield bashed. Now, let's talk Skyward Strikes. Demise will charge his sword and ready it to shoot a Skyward Strike towards Link. He will do this on occasion, unless Link charges his sword. Then Demise will be very aggressive and immediately shoot his strike against Link and follow up with charge attacks. So the conclusion to this is you don't charge your sword if you're too close to Demise. You need some distance to be able to avoid his rage. One important note here, we can't deflect the Skyward Strike coming from Demise with our shield. The only way to avoid it is to walk or jump sideways or cancel it with our own Skyward Strike. So, how do we deal damage and win phase 2, you might ask? Well, we must hit Demise with our own Skyward Strike to stun him, then we got a small window where we can deal some damage. I try to keep some distance to Demise, and I'm ready to make a backflip if he charges towards Link, or jump to the side if he shoots his Skyward Strike. When Demise has taken enough damage, he will fall on his back, and Link must follow up with a fatal blow. The first time Demise falls on his back, he will always get away, but after that it's up to you to have some reflexes. If you execute a fatal blow the first time as I'm doing here, Demise will get away and Link will be stuck in this animation. I got lucky and got away with it. My guess is that you get a bigger time window every time you force Demise on his back. So with all this intel, it's time to have a look on a full fight. So, I'm gonna go all in with the aggressive approach. I wait for Demise to strike first, I deflect the attacks and counter. My goal is to get him down on his knees so I can deal additional damage. There we go, first phase done. In the second phase, I'm gonna keep some distance to Demise so I can charge my sword without taking damage from Demise when he's attacking. Remember that you can't have your shield up and charge the sword at the same time. That's why you can see me make a little slash before rising the sword skyward. Here I try to make some distance to Demise before I charge my sword. I'm ready to make backflips to avoid his charge attack, and I'm constantly walking sideways to the right in order to avoid his Skyward Strike, if that will come. Here Demise will shoot his Skyward Strike as soon as I charge my sword. After this, he is an open target and should go down on his back for the first time. Alright, get away, get away, get away. We got away. Now we're just gonna repeat the same steps, keeping distance, making backflips and side jumps, and charge the sword at a good time. Ooh, and look at that. He's done. GG's. Thank you guys for watching my Zelda content, sending some extra love to those who support the channel by subscribing. You take care now, and game on!